would like to begin tonight's awards. How was dinner? Good. How about that cheesecake? Did anybody have the key lime? It was like a dairy-free thing. I don't know. Anyway. Just asking. Okay. All right. We'd like to begin tonight's festivities with one of our long-standing traditions, the Costume Award. We have had our eye on you, specifically some silent judges that were watching while our parade was happening. They have selected 5 entries as their favorites to compete for this award. The winner will receive, I believe, is it a gift card to the bookstore?
It will be a gift pack.
Oh, it's a gift pack. Yes. So you can find Becky after the awards, and she will talk to you about that. All right, so we're going to do the awards just a tiny bit different this year for costume, and I need to practice. So in order to practice, I need your help. We have something fun that we're doing, so we're going to have our own little decibel meter going on the screens that you can watch. But to practice, we kind of have to set it to make sure that we're not going to blow it up or anything. So we're going to pretend, first of all, that we have an Ewok on this side, okay? So just imagine the best Ewok costume you've ever seen in your entire life, and you're going to cheer the loudest you've ever cheered. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, Ewok. This is impressive. All right, on this side, thanks to my table for helping me come up with this one, we have the Cat in the Hat. So again, it is the best Cat in the Hat costume you have ever seen in your entire life. Will you please cheer for the Cat in the Hat? All right, look at that. Aren't we growing and getting fancy? Okay. All right, so tonight I'd like to call up our top 5 entries. You can go ahead and cheer as they come up, and then we will vote on the best. The first one is Alicia, the airship navigator. Come on up, Alicia. Marian Jacobs, the garden fairy dragon. Brandyfoot Harfoot. I know, very directional. Please come up. It looks like we have, Harry and Leah, Bradley and Tara Cappy. Are they in the room? No, it is Hans and Leia. I can read better than that. What kind of conference am I at? I'm so glad you all show me grace every single year. And yes, I do have my cell phone silenced, so my husband will not be calling me mid-award. All right, and last, we have AON. All right, so now we get to play with our fun decibel meter again. I'm going to walk to each person. You're going to cheer for your favorite. I know it's hard to choose. Sometimes you want to cheer for them all, but just cheer for your favorite, and then we'll see who our winner is this year. You ready? right, Becky, What did the meter tell us?
Strangely enough, the meter told us that if you scream high, it's not loud.
Oh.
And therefore, our lovely Harfoot is the winner.
Oh! Congratulations. You can see Becky after the award. Thank you all. Let's give them all another round of applause. I'm always truly amazed at how much time goes into these costumes. Like following so many of you on social media, I know that you put a lot of time and effort. And there's also some really good ones out there that you did not compete this year. So congrats to you all, too. You looked amazing. I would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. We would like to give special recognition to Sky Turtle Press, Enclave Publishing, and also the Christian Game Developers Conference, as well as Brainy Pixel Animation Studio. This year's awards were once again handcrafted and blown by glass artist Leah Neitz. And actually, we have the privilege of having her in the audience. Would you mind to stand, Leah? Every year I get to brag and we get to show off her artwork, but this year she is right here with us. And she also has a booth in the expo. So if you want to stop by and see more of what she has created, you can see her at the expo. I believe she's at Carrie's booth as well. So they're together. She also is online, so you can see her works there. We're very grateful for her. This year, in addition to the unique piece of art, Realm winners receive a promotion package with avid readers of Christian fiction, which has over 29,000 members. The package includes promotion in their newsletter, podcasts, and on their social media. This is usually a package only for sale to publishers and authors, but Realm Makers has generously partnered with author, speaker, and homeschool guru Tricia Goyer, who I heard had a birthday, who also has a booth in the expo this year as a gift to our winners. Thank you so much, Tricia. So organizing and facilitating the Realm Awards is no small task. If you were a part of our meeting this morning, I talked about that a little bit. It takes countless amounts of judges, leads, time, reading, to go through the hundreds upon hundreds of entries that we receive every year. Your category director, Becky Miner, leads and judges. She spends hours communicating, reading, and handling all the behind-the-scenes details that make this night possible. If you, along with Becky, participated in any way in the Realm Awards, whether you were judging or leading or just cheering people on, would you mind standing so that we can thank you? If you were a judge or a category lead. And to celebrate the accomplishments of our winners, Becky, our awards director, and the Queen of the Realm will be joining me on stage tonight to help present the awards. Doesn't she look lovely? Yes, you have to flare. Do you want to say your name and who you are? From the foundation of Realm Makers, the primary goal was not only to gather a community of like-minded authors, but to provide a place of encouragement and support. This year, as you may have noticed, we've expanded our community to gamers, filmmakers, and many other like-minded creatives. You will also notice as the night goes on that we have expanded our Realm Awards just a bit. And once again, to honor more of our creatives, we will once again be acknowledging the second highest score in each category with an honorable mention before announcing the winner. As I was working on the script, I kept calling it the most honorable mention, so I think we'll just continue to do that because it sounds kind of fun. This year, our honorees will receive a certificate celebrating their accomplishment, as well as a ribbon for your badge to wear the rest of the conference. I know, everybody's kind of like, ooh, that's fun. Yes. Oh, yeah, after the ceremony. After the ceremony, if you will, if you are a finalist or an award winner, we would really like for you to make your way to this side of the stage over here So this is really important. Before you hug and get all excited and take all your pictures, we would like to have a picture of you. So all winners, if you'll please join us on this side of the stage, that would be great. Okay, so without further waiting, ladies, gentlemen, author, editors again, agents, goblins, trolls, princesses, and dragons, let's proceed with the presentation of the 2025 Realm Awards. This year, we are so excited to open the Realm Awards to comic strips, comic books, graphic novels, and interactive story. So in the category of comic books, comic strips, and graphic novels, the finalists are The Thousand Years' War, Hannah Rose Williams, independently published. Chronicles of Faith, David, Issue 0, Brandon Hollingsworth, Brainy Pixel Productions, Mercy Way Studios. Chronicles of Faith, David, Issue 1, Brandon Hollingsworth, Brainy Pixel Productions, Mercy Way Studios. Dominion, Fall of the House of Saul, Volume 2, Dr. Baron Bell, Terminus Media. Heaven's Hammers, The Conflict, Brandon Hollingsworth, Brainy Pixel Productions, Mercy Way Studios. And our first, most honorable mention of the night goes to Chronicles of Faith, David, Issue 1, Brandon Hollingsworth, Brainy Pixel Productions, Mercy Way Studios. If you would stand, we would like to honor you. Oh, they're in the back. And our first official Realm Award of the night in the category of comic strips, comic books, and graphic novels goes to Dominion, Fall of the House of Saul, Volume 2, Dr. Baron Bell, Terminus Media. Accepting the award tonight for Dominion is Daniel Hancock.
Especially Dr. Baron Bell for his vision and creativity bringing us together, and the Terminus Media team, Mark Stansel, Christopher Hunt, and Matthew Baker, and thanks to Realmmaker for an awesome event and acknowledging our work, and to all the Dominion fans that have made this possible and have all this enthusiasm and excitement for this project. Just thank you very much for all of it. We also want to thank God for blessings on the project and the continued opportunities as we move forward. And the opportunity for all of us here to come together and tell great stories like I'm about to. Thank you.
Tonight, we introduce another fun addition to the Realm Awards family, interactive storytelling. And I was told that we might have a special guest here to present this award. Is that right? Is there a guest here?
Where?
Oh.
Yes, where are those brainy pixel persons? Where is Pix? I want them right up here, right now. Where are they? Wait. Who are these people here? Who are you, madam?
I'm Lauren. I'm the host of the Realm Awards tonight.
Oh, well, why do you have me here?
Well, I kind of thought that you might help me present the award for interactive storytelling.
Oh, you want to give me an award? Oh. Well, thank you. I've never received an award before. This is most wonderful. I'd like to thank my cogfather and my mother and...
Excuse me.
Oh, yes.
I'm so sorry, but the award is for the category of interactive storytelling.
Oh, I see. I'm so sorry. Well,
It's okay.
I'm sure there was a mix-up somewhere, but we'll talk about that later. So yes, I would love to proceed.
That
May
would be
I?
great.
Excellent. So, In the category of interactive storytelling, the finalists are Archmage Rises, Nolan Lynch, Defiance Game Studio. Exodus Vigil, video game based on the novel Exodus God of the Slate. Chris Murray, Kidware Software, Bible 5, Books and Games. The Reluctant Redemption of Verity Lux, Season 1, Episode 3, Soma Games. The Way of Yahweh, webcomic, Jason H. Tucker, Group Lore.
Thank you so very much. That was really helpful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, anytime. So, the most honorable mention in interactive storytelling goes to Archmage Rises, Nolan Lynch, Defiance Game Studio. And the winner in the category of interactive storytelling goes to The Way of Yahweh webcomic, Jason H. Tucker, Group Lore.
Really quick, I didn't prepare anything 'cause I didn't even know. Thank you. And thank you for all of us creatives out there. God is not done creating. And He allows us to take part of creations. So let's keep creating. Thank you.
The reason this is one of my most favorite nights of the year. Right, some of the world's most memorable works are not always the longest. For example, flash fiction are stories under 1,000 words. And the finalists in the category of flash fiction are The Cupid Killer, Lincoln Reed, published by Havoc Publishing. Sparks, Hannah Hirschberger, published by Havoc Publishing. Tree of Memories, Deborah Bainbridge, published by Havoc Publishing. And the most honorable mention goes to The Cupid Killer, Lincoln Reed, published by Havoc Publishing. And the winner is Sparks, Hannah Hirschberger, published by Havoc Publishing. Hannah could not be here this evening. However, she did give us a few words to say to you. She says, I don't even know what to say beyond thank you. To my parents in Barclay for their support, Emma, Rebecca, and Diva for your relentless enthusiasm and cheerleading, to the folks at Y-Dubs and the editors at Havoc who helped me make Sparks the best it could be. You are all such a blessing. And most of all to God, in the tradition of Bach, Soli Deo Gloria. Soli Deo Gloria. Our short story category is comprised of entries between 1,000 and 10,000 words. And the finalists for the Realm Award in short story are Kraken Song, Olivia Greathouse, independently published. Limbo of Sun and Shadow, Laura Van Arendonk Baugh, published by TG Books Limited. Questing Call, Helena George, published by the Order of the Pen Press. Playdate, Janelle Schmidt, published by H.L. Burke, and the DOSA Files Anthology. Press. I get so excited. And the Realm Awards for short story goes to Kraken Song, Olivia Greathouse, independently published.
I just wanted to thank God, of course, but also especially my parents who both cheered me on and have always been super supportive of my writing, but also especially Allison Tebow, who put this anthology together, and without her help, I wouldn't have ever gotten this written, and she's just
A novella is a story that is longer than a short story, but not quite long enough to be considered a novel. The finalists in the novella and novelette categories are The Graveyard of Lost Dreams, Kyla Carter, published by the Author Conservatory. Plandor Encounter, B. Ward Powers and Marty Ward, published by Suppress Incorporated. A Noble Companion, Rachel Covasini, published by Bellator Deluxe Publishing. Through a Glass, Darkly, Jason Karp, published by Elklake Publishing, Incorporated. The Ways of a Wolf, Lindsay McIntyre, published by Eel Dragon Books. And the most honorable mention in the category of novella and novelette goes to Through a Glass, Darkly, Jason Karp, published by Elklake Publishing. And the Realm Award winner in the category of novella and novelette, The Graveyard of Lost Dreams, Kyla Carter, published by the Author Conservatory.
What an honor this is, and somewhat of a surprise. But I want to start off by thanking the Lord who gave me the story in one of my writing lows, and just how it's brought me here today, and to be one of my biggest writing wins. So thank you. To my parents who stuck it out while I was in my editing freaking out mode, thank you. To my family watching at home, all the way in Canada, I appreciate your love and your support. Thank you to Brett and Kara from the Author Conservatory for creating the program and helping guide your students with such grace. And to my fiance Richard, even though books aren't your thing, that never stopped you from supporting me and my writing career. So thank you Rumleys and judges. May we never stop chasing our dreams and believing in ourselves, and just in this, like in the story, may you be dream filled. Thank you.
The Realm Awards are ever growing and changing, including the addition of audio fiction as a category to the Realm Awards, which we added just a few years ago. This year, audio is divided into 3 categories: audio drama, short to mid-length audio, and novel-length audio. So first up, in the category of audio drama, the finalists are 1232, narrated by Callie Sue, published by Rumble Stump Entertainment. Jake Mueller Adventures, Blood, Darby Kern, published by Armor of God Productions. When Worlds Collide, Heart Matters Incorporated. And the most honorable mention for the Realm Award in audio drama is When Worlds Collide, Heart Matters Incorporated. And the Realm Award in audio drama goes to Jake Mueller Adventures, Blood, Darby Kern, published by Armor of God Productions. Don't make it awkward. Don't watch them run up here.
Sorry, we were out in the parking lot there for a second. First, I got to Darvin's Micah Touche, who's our producer of the show too, and thank him. And our other producer, David Fair, who never leaves Texas. But for those of you who've heard Jake Mueller, thank you for listening. For those of you who haven't, come over to our booth and hear some. We have CDs, we have downloads, everything. But we really wanted to do a show that hopefully raised the bar a little bit. I have a mentor, Bill Hyde, who says that Christians tend to do, he's smart, he says Christians tend to do everything 5 years later and not as good. Let's change that. All of us, please. The Spirit is within us. Let's elevate the world, please. So thank you for this. Thank you for the recognition. Thank you, Micah. Thank you to our wives, our families, everybody else. And hey, I hope every one of you comes to the booth. I don't have candy, but come on by. All right. Thanks.
Have the best job in the world. Our next Audio Realm Award is for short to mid-length audio. And the finalists are Letting Off Steam, narrated by Raina Gale, published by H.L. Burke. The Prophecy's Chosen Heir, narrated and published by Trista Shea. Sing to Me of Rain, narrated by Lila Mae Murdoch, published by E.B. Dawson. And the most honorable mention for short to mid-length audio is The Prophecy's Chosen Heir, narrated and published by Trista Shea. And the winner is Sing to Me of Rain, narrated by Lila Mae Murdoch, published by E.B. Dawson. E.B. Dawson was not able to be with us this evening, but would like to say, as an author, your work is usually very personal to you. It comes from the deepest parts of your soul, your hopes, your loves, your fears. Having another artist pick up your work to narrate it can be thrilling and terrifying. Lila Mae Murdoch exceeded all my expectations when she brought my story to life. I wrote the story in my head and my heart in black and white words. She gifted it back to me in vibrant animation. When I first listened to it, it utterly transported me, and I know it has transported many readers since. I cannot say how pleased I am for her talent and hard work to be recognized with this award. It is well deserved. I am incredibly thankful to Realmmakers for making this space to celebrate independent authors and the artists they work with. And I am also thankful for the independent authors represented here tonight who love stories and push each other toward excellence year after year. Thank you so much. Our last but definitely not least Realm Award in the category of audio is for novel length audio. And the finalists are Innocence of Marabella, narrated by R.C. Mogo, published by Romans 1:16 Publishing. Mortal Queens, narrated by Ellen Quaid, published by Oasis Audio. Saints and Monsters, narrated by Jay Marie, published by Ellen McGinty. Zodak, The Last Shielder, narrated by Dalen Bradford, published by Foxhall Press. And our most honorable mention in this category of novel-length audio is Zodak, The Lost Shielder, narrated by Dalen Bradford, published by Foxhall Press. And the winner of this year's Realm Award for novel-length audio, I put like a lot of dots. Mortal Queens, narrated by Ellen Quay, published by Oasis Audio.
Oasis Audio. I just wanted to say thank you. And Enclave, Steve should be up here, but he made me do it because I finished the audio. But thank you very much.
The old, but very, very outdated and terribly inaccurate saying goes, you can't judge a book by its cover. However, we all know in Authorland that is far from true. In 2013, Realmmakers first awarded what is now known as the Realm Award for Cover Design. The finalists in the category of cover design are Interstice Undone, Kirk DuPont's Dog-Eared Design. Nameless, the Destiny Trilogy Part 1, Kristen Hildebrand and Emily Haney. Red Rex, Brian Mellema. And the honorable mention, the most honorable mention for cover design. Nameless, the Destiny Trilogy Part 1, Kristen Hildebrand and Emily Haney. And the Realm Award for cover design goes to Red Rex, Brian Mellema. From the Realm Awards for just a tiny moment to talk about the Aurora Awards. In 2024, we ushered in a new addition to the Realmmakers Awards family, the Aurora Contest. We had many hundreds of unpublished entries submitted this year. In March, the 2025 Aurora Awards winners were announced via live stream. But as this is the Realm Awards, we want to take a moment to acknowledge those writers who not only courageously submitted their unpublished works, but scored in the highest in their categories. If you are in attendance, please stand when I call your name and remain standing so that we can honor you. Your Aurora winners this year are, in the category of Adult, Serpents and Doves by Ben Bryan, Fantasy, Patterns of Darkness by Sierra Simopoulos, Young Adult, Whispers of Eden Book 1, Behind the Veil by Samantha Ortiz, and Science Fiction, Whispers of Eden Book 1, Behind the Veil by Samantha Ortiz, Middle Grade, Smoke and Mirrors by Jeff Maxim, Horror, Paranormal, Supernatural, The Hunter and the Fox by Aaron Artifich. Let's give them a huge congratulations for not only winning, but taking the step on their author journey. On August 1st, the Aurora Awards will open once again, and this is a great opportunity to receive feedback on your manuscript and recognition for your work. As a judge, this is one of my favorites. In the category of debut fiction, it is always our our privilege to welcome our debut authors who were published for the very first time this year. If you release a novel between July of 2023, I believe, right, in this year, July of 2024 and July of 2025, would you please stand? Do we have anybody that just released a novel? Congratulations. This year's finalists for the Realm Award in the category of debut are Core Deception, Jeremiah Frideli, published by Storm and Stealth LLC. Exhumed, The X Books 1, CB Arch, published by Ishkabibble Books. That's fun to say. Protector, Megan Shalis, published by White Crown, imprint of Whitefire Publishing Group. The Reaping, Matt Ines, published by Dancing Robot Press. What Comes of Attending the Commoner's Ball, Elizabeth Amy Brown, published by Metaphorical Tello Press. And the most honorable mention for the Realm Award for debut fiction is Protector, Megan Shalis, published by White Crown, an imprint of Whitefire Publishing Group. And the winner is What Comes of Attending the Commoner's Ball, Elizabeth Amy Brown, published by Metaphorical Tello Press.
A very common universal feeling, and it will not in any way reflect weirdly on me. The feeling when you are filling out a form, something legal-ish, job application, whatever, and you get down about halfway through the first page, and there's a question: have you ever been convicted of a felony? And you freeze because have you ever been convicted of a felony? You don't know, and you feel like you should know, like you should be very confident about that, but there's like a very small but very loud part of your brain that's saying things like arson, I think it was you, or things like stagecoach robbery, and then you're like, I don't think stagecoach is even a thing, but what if? And I can see by the looks on your faces that you're thinking, yes, I'll say thank you. I felt that many times, but never could I put the words to it. Now you can, but you're also thinking, what does that have to do with this? I feel very similar right now because a very small, but very loud part of my brain is saying, nope, not you. You did not write that book. Probably there's two people with that exact same name, or perhaps, think about this. What if you kidnapped another? And you made her write the book for you, and even now she is in your basement subsisting on nothing but the dried up bits of string cheese that your 2-year-old has shoved through the floor vents. What if? I would like to end this with a very heartfelt thanks, but I kind of forfeited my right to heartfeltness when I cast aspersions on my own authorly character. However, we are honored to be here, whoever we are, so thank you.
Okay. This year we have invited our authors of early readers to compete with our authors of middle grade. Every year we are finding it harder and harder to distinguish where one begins and one ends. The books in this category represent a variety of genres within the larger genre of speculative fiction. This year's finalists for early reader and middle grade are Between Flowers and Bones, Karen Lynn Legaloo, published by Waterbrook. Hannah Haddington Goes on an Adventure, Gracie York, independently published. Iggy and Oz, The Great Ice Cream Truck Heist, J.J. Johnson, published by Lost Leaf Press. Yep, this part's weird. Louis the Scarred, Lauren H. Brandenburg, published by Kingdom Publishing Press. Wingless, Catherine Witzaney, published by Chicken Scratch Books. Mossy Coat, Dawn Ford, published by Scrib Kids. And because I absolutely do not have the rest of the information in my notes, I'm going to hand this one over to Becky for obvious reasons.
It's always a difficult challenge when you're the MC, but you also write in one of these genres and categories. But we're very thankful for Lauren and her graciousness whenever she comes up. Now, as I'm told, I'm supposed to say the most honorable mention goes to Hannah Haddington Goes on an Adventure by Gracie York, independently published. And the winner of this wonderful piece of glasswork is Wingless by Catherine Withstanding, published by Chicken Scratch Books. And unfortunately, at the last minute, Catherine was planning to be here, but she could not. She had a family situation. So they expressed her all of their amazing thanks for writing such a fun and inspiring story, and we will get her award.
Every year I say I'm not going to do it. I'm so happy for all of these middle grade books. It's definitely a category that is dear to my heart. So like middle grade and early reader fiction, young adult fiction spans multiple genres and speculative fiction. Our finals this year take us from the abyss of darkness to the light of the world. This year's Realm Makers Award finalists in the category of young adult are Dreamteller, Casey Shade, independently published. Ignite, Kara Swanson, published by Enclave Escape. Immortal Abyss, Catherine Briggs, published by Enclave Publishing. Lion Warrior, James Hannibal, published by Enclave Escape. The Springborn, Carrie Ann Noble, published by Oliver Hebert Books. Where Darkness Cannot Follow, A.M. Dalen, published by Mooncrest Publishing. And the most honorable mention in the category of young adult fiction is Where Darkness Cannot Follow, A.M. Dalen, published by Mooncrest Publishing. And the winner in young adult is Lion Warrior, James Hannibal, published by Enclave Escape.
I am so grateful to Scott and Becky and to the Realm Makers community for the support and encouragement you have given Light Breakers. Our team would not be where it is today without you. Likewise, I'm grateful to Steve and Enclave Publishing for taking a risk on me in this fantasy world from Dick Wolf's little-known 1980s role-playing game. Thank you for this honor. And thank you, Lord Jesus, for the chance to serve your kingdom through storytelling. James, thank you.
Each year, our awards committee carefully considers the genres of all the entries and decides whether, based on the number of entries, categories need to be subdivided or combined. Once again, this year, horror, paranormal, and supernatural were combined into one category. And I feel I must address this again. Christian horror is not an oxymoron. There's some fans out there. So the Realm Award finalists for horror, paranormal, and supernatural are The Castle Rose, Tabitha Kaplinger, published by Blue Ink Press. Haunted, Into the Abyss, Stephanie Julie, independently published. Innocence of Mirabella, R.C. Mogo, published by Romans 1:16 Publishing. Rift, Stephen James, published by Sky Turtle Press. Torch, Sophia Simpson, published by Starlight Books. And The Magic of Redemption, Jessica Fly, published by Mountain Brook Fire. And the most honorable mention in the category of horror, paranormal, and supernatural is The Castle Rose, Tabitha Kaplinger, published by Blue Ink Press. And the winner of the Realm Award for horror, paranormal, and supernatural is Haunted, Into the Abyss, Stephanie Julie, independently published.
First, I have to thank my family who support all my weirdness and all my late nights and all my what should I do with this character now? My kids are wonderful for that. So, Joshua, Jessica, thank you. My husband who puts up with all of my weirdness, all of the time that I spend at the computer and the time that I don't because I don't feel like I can possibly write. And so, I do want to say for those of you who watch the Realm Awards, what you work so hard and for everything that you do, I just want to say that just keep in mind that it is not a craft, it's not a creation, it's calling. Just always be sure that you're doing it for the honor of God, and it's to come I get all of it. Thank you.
Of fantasy. This year was no exception. The finalists in one of Realmmaker's most competitive categories are Empire of Ruin, Marie Destophenes, published by Ruby Slippers Press. Mortal Queens, Victoria Holmes, published by Enclave Escape. Regency and Regicide, J.J. Fisher, independently published. To Weave the Wind, Sharon Rose, published by Eterna Rose Publishing. What Comes of Attending the Commoner's Ball, Elizabeth Amy Brown, published by Metaphorical Cello Press. For the Realm Award in Fantasy is What Comes of Attending the Commoner's Ball, Elizabeth Amy Brown, published by Metaphorical Cello Press. And the winner of the Realm Award for Fantasy is Mortal Queens, Victoria McCombs, published by Enclave Escape.
Thanks to my husband, Jonathan, who has supported me from when I first decided to pursue writing. To my family, who actually reads my books as I write them. To all my friends online who are a constant source of encouragement, and to the whole team at Enclave Publishing and Oasis who believe in these stories and pour so much of themselves into bringing the books to life. I'm incredibly grateful to be one of your authors. Thank you very much.
Our last genre-based award dives into the sciences, and the finalists in the Realm Award category of science fiction are The Chaos Grid, Lindsay Llewellyn, published by Enclave Escape. Guardian, Kathy McCrum, published by Enclave Publishing. Lady of Basilicus, Ronnie Kendig, published by Enclave Publishing. Sorry, Humans, especially Greg. Fairly Pozo, published by Splinter Press. Waters Break, Sophia Hansen, published by Enclave Escape. And the most honorable mention in the category of science fiction goes to Lady of Basilicus, Ronnie Kendig, published by Enclave Publishing. And the winner of the Realm Award in Science Fiction goes to Guardian, Kathy McCrum, published by Enclave Publishing.
I have to say that, my voice really does. Okay, sorry, okay, I have to say thank you. Sincerely, from the depths of my heart, thank you. I really can't believe I'm up here because I've read the book, you know? And, there are so many talented people on that list. I mean, all of you. And I really looking up to. This is truly a huge honor. And now I'm talking about paper tissues. But, no. Okay, I lied. One more thing, right? So thank you to my friends who've been supportive, and to Steve for taking a chance on a weird debut novel with a bald main character who encounters giant bugs. So I thank God for stories and for the ability for them to shed light in the darkness. So this is also in a way to you all, because that's what you do.
Okay. We are down to our two most prestigious awards of the night, the Reader's Choice Award and the Realm Makers Book of the Year. In 2017, Realm Makers introduced what is now known as the Reader's Choice Award, where the readers vote and vote and vote, and we are very careful to watch out for duplicates. Don't try any of that. But their for your favorite books written by Christian speculative authors. This year's finalists in the category of Reader's Choice Award are Ignite, Kara Swanson, published by Enclave Escape. Mortal Queens, Victoria McCombs, published by Enclave Escape. The Nightmare Virus, Nadine Rainey, published by Enclave Escape. Heroist, published by White Crown, imprint of Whitefire Publishing Group. And What Comes of Attending the Commoner's Ball, Elizabeth Amy Brown, published by Metaphorical Cello Press. Okay. And this year's Reader's Choice Award goes to Ignite, Kara Swanson, published by Enclave Escape.
Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much. I am just so honored to be here. Thank you guys for the honor of believing in the story of a Phoenix girl learning to feel safe in her own skin, and how to bring fire to a world conflict, and also for believing in me. I want to thank my Jesus first and foremost for being my comfort and my strength. I also want to thank my wonderful husband David, who is going to take care of my house, which is a very important task. I also want to thank my publishing team at Enclave Turtle for all of their hard work on this project. But most of all, especially for this award, from the bottom of my heart, my community. The readers, fellow authors, my Fiery Soul Street team, students and staff at the Opera Conservatory and YDubs, and everyone else who voted for me. Thank you so much. I hope that, like the story, may all of you never forget that beauty can come from ashes, and that hope shines brightest from flames.
As I did not have in my notes the most honorable mention in Reader's Choice, we think it is still very, very important to acknowledge that the Reader's Choice honorable mention in this category was The Nightmare Virus by Nadine Brandeis, published by Enclave Publishing. Okay. Nadine, wherever you are, I'm so sorry. All right. This brings us to the big award of the night, the Realm Award for Book of the Year. Each year, 5 finalists are chosen by the awards committee as candidates for the Book of the Year. Yes. Those 5 books then move on to be judged by our Book of the Year judges. This year's Realm Award judges are Tracy Blair Funnell, Sarah Pennington, Ryan Pudzar, Sarah Ella, Kathy Tyers, Gillian, and Carrie Neitz. Okay. Without further ado, your finalists for the Book of the Year are Guardian, Kathy McCrum, published by Enclave Publishing. Lion Warrior, James Hannibal, published by Enclave Escape. Lady of Basilicus, Ronnie Kindig, published by Enclave Publishing. Mortal Queens, Victoria McCombs, published by Enclave Escape. And Where Darkness Cannot Follow, A.M. Dalen, published by Mooncrest Publishing. In the past, you will remember that we had an excerpt from each book read before we gave out each award. So this year, to assist in the presentation of the book of the year, I'd like to bring back Scott Miner to read the opening of this year's book.
Sub-zero surface air hissed through the closing hangar doors, its sulfur burning my nose, and its cold creeping through my inadequate black jacket. Nate spun me around once again, and grit dust swirled around our legs. I coughed into my elbow before resisting my bare cheek against his armored chest while the debris settled.
the Realm Award for Book of the Year goes to Guardian, Kathy McCrum, published by Homestead Publishing.
Okay, I really wasn't planning on saying anything for this. Thank you. Thank you.
And technically that would conclude our Realm Awards, but I'm going to go a little off script tonight, so Scott and Becky would remain right here for just a moment. Yes, I'm going to need assistance from the people that I asked for assistance from. Yeah, I actually kind of have a half permission to do this. Scott gave me permission. So, yeah, it is going to, no. So every year we honor creatives, and we've added in audio, and we've added in, comics, and we've added in so many different things over the year that I think it's time that we honor some other parts of our aspects of creativity. First of all, I'd like to honor Scott. If you'll come forward, Leah has something for you. We're going to honor you with the Greatest Showman Award this year. Not only has Scott been right alongside Becky in creation, forming all this, the expo is super epic this year. So congratulations on being our greatest showman. You truly are. So this kind of all my little shenanigans sort of started last year when I think Becky and I were up on stage and we were putting away the remainder of the awards that weren't picked up, and I was talking to Becky about it, and I was like, hey, have you ever entered the Realm Awards? And she was like, no, I won't do that. And I was like, oh, kind of why? And she said, well, this is like my thing, and I run the awards, and, that would be odd and strange. And so it kind of was a little heartbreaking to me because everybody knows Becky as the Queen of the Realm. She knows her as our founder and the one who started all this so small and now it is so big and so amazing. Yes, it really kind of bothered me a little bit that she would never get to compete, that she would never get to attend the author signing that we'll do tomorrow night for finalists, or for winning authors and faculty, or that she would never get to have a piece of artwork created by Leah. So I think that it's really important that we look to her not just as the Queen of the Realm, but also as Rebecca P. Minor, author. So Rebecca P. Minor, we're honoring you as author of the Wing Rider Saga and the Risen Age Archive, among other works. Tonight, Becky, I would like to give you the Eyes of the Realm Award.
I didn't prepare a speech, but I just want to thank all of you because I didn't know you existed. When I started writing, I was like, am I all alone? Am I the only Christian girl out there who loves dragons and the sword fights and will look up the effects of gangrene and how long those last? I mean, you all have that search history. The FBI is watching you, right? So I'm just so grateful that you have rallied around this idea that wasn't my idea, that the Lord said to me, make a home. These people are out there, and they need a place where they are able to exhale and say, I found my people. I mean, we say this all the time. It's kind of almost become a cliche around here. But, where else can you show up to dinner in a George Washington wig and be like, hey, that's perfectly normal. It's acceptable. And there's just been so many people who have been here from the first year, that little UMSL conference where we slept on plastic mattresses, and I think Scott scattered googly eyes in my bed at one point. And, that might happen again. I have no idea. But, we've come a long way. And as much as it looks like we're taking ourselves seriously, we're just trying to serve. We're just trying to watch what this community needs and take the next right step. And I hope that we're serving you well. And we pray that the next thing that we do blesses you. And if you feel like there's a gap where we're not serving, we always want to hear about that. We always want to know, authors need this, and you're not, and maybe you haven't seen it. And I just want to thank you for being here today and for applauding all of these amazing award winners, because everyone works so hard. And it's never one of those times where people are feeling snippy or feeling snubbed. We all come around our winners, and we know they all deserve every vote or every point that they got. And I just love all of you for that and the way you surround each other in love and in admonition. Thank you so much.
Okay, that was pretty amazing. Once again, I can't help but say this. If you participated in the judging process in any way, would you mind standing once again? Just so people can see you. Hours and hours of reading. Thank you. Thank you. Also, if you all wouldn't mind, I think they have stepped out of the room, but hopefully they can hear us somewhere. Would you mind giving a round of applause to our wait staff? They were so quick and so efficient. It was absolutely amazing. And this one is unscripted, but I have to do this too. Everybody that's involved in our technical around the room, it's a bigger undertaking this year, which meant more help. So if you're involved in any of the tech in any way, you can just kind of give us a wave and a hello, and we'll just thank you. All right, just have a few announcements. We'll take us away from the awards just for a second, and then I'll let you go hug and cheer and take pictures and do all the things. Don't forget to buy raffle tickets. Yeah, totally took it from Realm Awards, raffle tickets. But raffle tickets, you can go ahead and take a look at the items up tonight if you like, and then raffle tickets can be purchased in the bookstore tomorrow morning. Also, I would love for you to join us for our keynote and morning announcements with Sarah Arthur. I know it's a late night tonight, but we really would like to see you there, and announcements and all the fun shenanigans that we have at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Also, tomorrow night, our faculty and award winners, congratulations, will be signing outside of Steelcase Ballroom A and B. You can purchase copies of their books in the expo. So stop by tomorrow night, say hello, get some autographs. It'll be a really fun night. Also, although where's Sarah? Ella. I keep thinking of the cookie year, the cookie bar year. Do you remember the cookie? I know, it was my favorite. I'm sorry, we're not doing it, but I just had to, I know, I'm sorry. I don't know, things just pop in my head, and we've had this conversation multiple times about, bring the cookies back. Yes, authors. You could tell where we were focused that night. Like, it was not on the books. We were thinking about the cookies. Okay, moving on. All right. Award winners and finalists, please join us on, this side of the stage over here. Before you hug and love on everybody, hop over here, finalists included, so that we can take your picture and have that recorded. Then you can celebrate, and I think that's all I've got. Have a fantastic evening, and congratulations again to all of our award winners.